Privet, Comrade Roland.
Ciao bueno.
How you doing today?
Oh, just special.
Another afternoon recording of The Art of Dying, Russian-Italian. Until we played this scenario, I had no idea there were actually Russian-Italian encounters in World War II.
Yeah, I've seen a few. Yeah.
Yeah, not many.
They had a scenario pack of them.
Oh, really? Multiman
Yeah.
Publishing?
Yeah.
Of just Italian Russian?
Yeah.
Huh. What was it called?
What is it? You put me on the spot. I can't.
Yeah.
I'll dig it out. I got it.
Yeah. So I'm playing the Russians in this one, and I am defending a very small village right there in the center of the board. There's a couple overlays here. There's like a steeple, I think, graveyard, and
A few returned.
a what?
Few returned.
Oh, is that what it
Something
is?
like
Okay.
that.
And the 2-hex building there in the center, and I think your goal is to capture essentially all of those building hexes.
Yeah.
All 6 of them, in conjunction with destroying the 2 guns that you can see hidden there in the back. So if you destroy both guns, you only have to control 4 building hexes. So my setup here is you set up behind that white or gray line. Most of your infantry, and I think your pew-pew tanks, your Italian pew-pew tanks, come on the board. What's it on the north board? On the edge there, left edge.
Yeah.
So I knew where your infantry was coming on, so I set up most of my infantry either in the steeple or up front there in the woods. I wasn't quite sure what you were going to do with your little pew-pew tanks. I thought you might bring some up around the hill, the top around the back of the hill, or bring them south around the woods. So I have an anti-tank rifle concealed in hex, I guess that's T3, and then I have one kind of on the edge of the woods. And I set up my 2 artillery guns, 76 millimeter, behind the building. You don't have a lot of options where to set them up. I didn't really know where to set them up, so I set them up basically hidden, out of sight, so that if you ever made it to that building hex, I could basically blast away at whatever units you got in there. That was my setup.
Yeah, I decided to basically just push all my infantry right up the middle of the board there, the shortest route. I kind of played around with trying to do some kind of an end run or something, but I just had a feeling that my Italians would be better served if they're grouped together, I think.
Yeah. There's a lot of open ground if you don't come up through the woods.
Yeah, that was like the easiest, shortest, easiest route. And I mean, it's 7 turns, but it's never enough, right? So,
Right.
And then your reinforcements come on turn 2 anywhere along the bottom edge of the playing area.
Yeah, the bottom edge, which would be the east edge, I guess. But yeah, the bottom edge as we're viewing it here.
Right. So my plan was to bring my pew-pew tanks in and trying to cover all that bottom edge to stop your reinforcements. At least that was my plan. But
yeah, I have tons of open ground to get across to get in and reinforce the little village there. And as we can see, as we kick off the action here, I hit the record button a little late, and you already had 2 of your pew-pew tanks moved on. You're moving the rest on now.
I was a little nervous about you getting in behind me with your reinforcements. That's why I left a couple tanks back. And then I got a little nervous of your anti-tank rifles, but in hindsight, I really needed to cut off your reinforcements better. But
the anti-tank rifle I had up in T3, I moved down because you'd positioned your tank, so I moved him back down. So now I have 2 anti-tank rifles in that lower woods edge there to cover the open ground.
Yeah, Yeah, you moved them concealed, but I kind of figured that what it was. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah. And I really didn't bringing my reinforcements on. You'll see in turn two. I didn't really cross my mind to kind of come in behind you because I think the key to me holding this village was the reinforcements. If I couldn't get them up into those woods to reinforce, because look at you just have a mass of Italians coming at me. I had no other
Yeah.
option but to bring them basically up that right side of the board and hook them into the woods in the back of the village to reinforce.
Yeah, and I mean hindsight's 2020. I think I had a pretty good plan, but I didn't execute it the best. Yeah, I should have been more aggressive with my PP tanks because uh, you basically just strolled across the board more or less.
Yeah, I'm bringing them
You
on
didn't.
now. My tanks are radialist, so I had to use platoon movement, armored platoon movement, which is like impulse movement. And I think I brought in one or two squads using armored assault underneath them. And then once you fired everybody, I think I ran a stack straight up the road as far as I could go.
You just took out one of my tanks with your anti-tank
Mm,
rifle.
yeah, I didn't see the 2 hit and 2 kill number, but I was kind of surprised I actually got a kill with an anti-tank rifle. I thought it was going to be a lot of shooting with not much results, unless I got a side or rear shot, which I guess I got there.
Oh, they're basically unarmored though. I mean, there's like not much for armor factor.
Yeah, but I think the 2 kill number of the anti-tank rifle is, I don't know what it is, like a 6 or
Oh,
something.
yeah, it was pretty low, but you rolled. You You hit it a bunch of times.
Yeah,
You finally rolled low enough to kill.
I still
Yeah.
needed a good roll, but hitting it side or rear definitely helps. A front shot with the anti-tank rifle, I still probably needed like a 2 or 3 to kill it.
Yeah, and I malfunctioned the main armament on one of my PPUs. So I'm basically down. I've just got 3 tanks left now, basically.
Yeah, it's got breakdown of 11. Yeah, reminds me of when I owned my Ducati. It had a breakdown number of 11 too. Italian manufacturer.
Hey, now come on, easy.
Hey,
Uh,
I just call it like I see it.
I think maybe I could have been a little more aggressive, maybe with my Italians. I don't know. I mean, we're on turn 3 and uh, making okay progress, but
Yeah, I managed to get Ulanov and I don't know 2, 3 squads or something hooked up into the woods already.
yeah, that's basically the game. I mean, as it turns out, in hindsight, it's like I think I had a pretty decent chance of getting the victory buildings. You know, as long as you didn't get your reinforcements up there. But once you did that, it was like I just couldn't do it.
And then I pulled my tanks up to the top part of the board. I wasn't gonna spend time trying to engage your little tankettes. I was gonna pull them around up on the hill to cover the artillery guns if you made it that far. Oh, I had a guy go berserk and try to go for your front tank there. That's what we just missed.
Yeah.
So now I've gotten quite a few guys in the woods or near the woods. I've got 2 anti-tank rifles covering the field on the edge there.
Yeah, I got deathly afraid of your anti-tank rifle.
Well, for you to maneuver your tanks around to chase my tanks, you had to basically expose your side or rear.
Yeah.
I got the Commissar Ulanov stacked in that 2 hex building there, and the rest are coming in. uh, Playing armor with platoon movement was interesting. First time I'd done it.
Yeah. Yeah. Gee, we're up to my turn 5 now. It's like I know it's like I gotta push. I only got 3 turns left, and
Right.
I haven't got any buildings yet. So
And I've got the church, and I have a half squad, which I lost my medium machine gun. I broke it and then eliminated it. But I'm getting guys out of the top of a steeple is kind of a pain in the ass.
yeah,
I learned. I mean, I wasn't trying to do any here, but I kind of learned that from watching you try to do it.
I got to the point here where I started pushing in, but I just couldn't make a morale check. I don't. It just everything started breaking, and I didn't have my leaders set up good to rally. I ended up with a bunch of broken guys just floating
Hmm.
around.
Hmm.
And it's kind of about this point I knew I needed to go like find your hidden guns and try to take those out, so I wouldn't have to capture as many buildings because I didn't think there's any way I could capture all these buildings.
Yeah, Italian broken morale is soft as hell. 5. That's just brutal. Plus, I think
Yeah,
you
I
have
end up getting
just one leader back there somewhere. Oh, right there. Yeah,
yeah no
he's broken.
I no I ended up with broke guys just floating all over the place. I couldn't get them rallied fast enough. Now I'm trying to do something stupid with my tank.
I don't remember why you were doing this.
Oh, I was trying to get a shot on one of your guns. I was trying to pinch your
Yeah,
guns down.
by then you knew they were back there probably. I saw you coming
Yeah.
through the crack in the woods here. I think I turn and take a shot at you. Oh, okay. I tried to do.
Yeah. Vehicle bypass, close combat, or
Yeah,
reaction fire, close combat.
yeah. I don't. I wonder if we did that right. Cause were you bypassing the building hex or the woods hex? Probably the building hex.
The building
Yeah,
hex, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but I'm up here. I'm trying to go after your 2 tanks with my pew
Hmm.
pews. Yeah, I didn't think a 20L main armament was that bad until we played this. It was impossible
Yeah, the
really to kill much of anything.
pea shooters. Even with these really lightly armored tanks, it's hard to get a kill.
Mm. Yeah, it was tough.
So yeah,
I think yeah.
go ahead.
Oh, I think I ended up immobilizing one of them,
Hmm.
and
I
then,
think
or
so.
maybe both of them, or something.
One for sure.
Shocked one. That's right.
Yeah.
Mobilized one, shocked the other one.
And then I'm bringing my last anti-tank rifle. I'm kind of chasing them up the hill. He's in the woods there, and I think I get behind and take a shot or two. Yeah, right here. I don't remember if I did anything though.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I blew up that tank in bypass. I think he just deleted it, got rid of it.
Yeah.
Like artillery took a shot at it and got it. Yeah, it's your last turn. I think that was we're just about at the
Oh, I
end
think I got.
here.
Yeah, I think I got 4 building hexes. I got the church, and then two other buildings. I think.
Oh, here you're kind of desperate here.
Yeah.
Trying to do an overrun on the artillery,
Yeah.
and as your tankette drives away, yeah, boom. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm dug in that 2 hex building. I have quite a few units, and they're covered by the artillery guns.
I had a demo charger. I mean, I think I had a slight chance at the end here. Everything had to go my way.
Yeah, look like
Oh yeah, threw a demo charge on you
look
there, but
you
I
had a
never did get
hero
it.
in there
Never got
somewhere
to use.
too.
Yeah, I never got to use my flamethrower. That ticked me off. But
I know you always like to use your toys that you're given.
but that was it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know exactly where it went wrong. I guess I think. I guess just all in all, I need to be more aggressive.
Probably looking back at it because I haven't looked at this in quite a while. Probably if you could have cut off my reinforcements, you would have taken this. I think
Yeah.
that was probably
Yeah.
the game right
Yeah.
there. If you could have cut those guys off.
Yeah, that's what I caught too. I mean, I need to get all my tanks down there, cut you off. I don't know, you probably would have took, 2 or 3 of them out with your ATRs. I don't know.
Yeah. So the tail of the dice overall, we both rolled pretty much the same average and a hotness scale. Even the trend and the distribution below, they're pretty close to each other. So at least for this scenario, I don't think the dice had an impact. That's the way I would look at this real quick.
Yeah, it looks pretty even. Slightly
Uh,
hotter than mine, maybe.
moving average of 50, they're pretty close.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's nice to have a scenario where the dice just don't determine the game, right? I don't think the dice determine this game, even though it
I
was a
think that
smaller scenario.
smaller. I think there's quite a few dice rolls, wasn't there?
Um, yeah, 200 or 300, almost 400. Yeah, quite a few. That's it. Russian Italians. That was my first Russian Italian scenario.
That
Uh,
was fun.
yeah. Next one we have post D-Day scenario. I think it's a week after D-Day. Second chance at Calmont, I think it is. So we'll see you in Normandy. Das Vidania.
Hasta la vista.